I can see my dirty, dead grass, just wondering what the heck is going on. It's exposed. It's like, wait a minute, I'm usually not exposed until spring. I'm not supposed, I'm naked. I want my snow blanket. So yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Hello Me, Unapologetically Authentic with Christine Siona and Michelle Lyle. Every once in a while, we drop an episode that's just a conversation between the two of us without a guest, and that's what you're getting this week. So tune in.
Happy, happy ho ho, Miss Michelle.
Hody ho ho, happy, happy, happy.
So it is that season. You have your Christmas tree and your other Christmas tree, and I've got my hat on, and you got a yard full of snow. We usually do, but our snow is completely gone. We have a dirty Christmas. We're gonna have a dirty Christmas. We don't have a white snow everywhere. And yeah, just really happy to be here and sending out some little sparkles of magic for everybody as they get ready for the holidays. Some of you might be watching this after Christmas already and you're gearing up for the new year. So I'm just curious, how are you, Michelle?
I have a no stress situation for myself. I just choose no stress. And so, for years, my family has done Christmas in all kinds of different wonky ways. It doesn't mean the same thing to me as it does to everybody else. Really, I enjoy my family and I enjoy spending time with them, and all the other hubbub is not as important to me personally. This year, I get to have Christmas with grandkids, which I'm super excited about because it'll be the first time ever. I'm just going into Christmas happy and excited to hang out with some little people and have Christmas however this little family does Christmas.
Nice.
But I want to say I'm glad that there is so much snow outside, because everybody thinks Alaska is the most beautiful place ever. But in the wintertime without snow, it is dry and brown and not so attractive, which I think is what you're alluding to there in Canada.
Yeah, I mean, I live in Saskatchewan. We usually have a nice frosty Christmas. There's parts of Saskatchewan that do have snow still, but all of ours, I mean, I'm looking out my yard right now and I can see my dirty, dead grass, just wondering what the heck is going on. It's exposed. It's like, wait a minute, I'm usually not exposed until spring. I'm not supposed, I'm naked. I want my snow blanket. So yeah, we're used to snow blankets everywhere. Typically, my Christmas morning, I will, in the past, I'll see what I do this year, I don't know. I'll walk my dog and I in the snow. Like usually there's fresh fallen snow Christmas Day, and I walk my dog in the snow, and I go to mom and dad's house, and it's nice and like it's this pilgrimage to my mom and dad's house. But I don't know, man. Like if I'm just gonna walk on the sidewalk and see actual pavement, I might just drive because it's not the same as not having that white fluffy stuff everywhere. I've been talking to quite a few people. There's been two really interesting energies showing up for me. One is like, going home for the holidays, or what are people going to do with their family over the holidays? And sometimes that creates a bit of cray cray banane because you try to do everything all at once. And I've been telling people, I said, you know what? There are 365 days in the year. You have 365 days in the year to actually engage with your family. You don't have to cram all of that and your Aunt Sally into one day or a weekend. And so I just want to invite people to the space of their schedule with families. And if you're choosing, I mean, I have some clients that are choosing different things of like, well, actually, we're not going to go over here this year. We're going to stay at my house. And maybe it's not going to go well. Maybe mom's going to be mad at me. Maybe it's not going to work out. But they're choosing for themselves what works for their family, with the invitation of, go with a counter offer. Like, hey, mom, this is what I'm choosing this year. And what are you doing February 23rd? Like giving other possibilities for how we want to be together. And I think as families, we'd probably be a lot happier if we were choosing to be with them when we wanted and how we wanted, rather than forcing ourselves into other things just because it's the holidays and everyone's off. Well, if you really want to hang with your family, you got 365 days in the year to choose from. So there's lots of ways you can do that. So this holiday is once a year, but there's every day is available to find a way that you want to connect with the people that you care about. So just a little.
Like I said, my family's done some different type of holiday things over the last several years. And this year, my daughter and her partner are going to Mexico for Christmas. And then my youngest son gets to go stay in their fancy schwanky apartment in downtown Seattle and take care of the dogs for Christmas. And he's super excited. So he's going to be alone with the dogs, my daughter's dogs, for Christmas. And he's really excited about that. And then, my daughter's going to go to Mexico where the sun's shining because she lives in Seattle. So she's really excited about that. So literally you can do anything you want for Christmas. I'm doing something a little more traditional. I haven't done traditional in a lot of years because I'm at my son's house. He really loves a traditional Christmas. And then, he's the one that has children. So we're doing something a little more along everybody's normal range. And I'm excited about it. So yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. So basically the whole point is whatever the way you want to do Christmas.
Absolutely. The other piece that gets exciting for me, and this happens every December, about this time, middle of the month, is I get super jazzed about turning the calendar to a brand new year. And that's exciting. So, and I've been talking to some other clients of mine, and they're done talking about Christmas. They're like, hey, like 2024, holy smokes. Like, I wonder, 2024. And there's a whole bunch of routine around, like, in celebration and ritual and ceremony around New Year's Eve also. That whole thing, watching a ball come down from the sky and hanging out with the trillion people in New York City, my jam. However, there's something quite beautiful for me about acknowledging everything that I have chosen this year. And so I actually want to acknowledge you, Michelle, because about this time last year, I had a conversation with you about what 2022 was like for me. And it was a really confusing, hard time. And then I burst from that into this 2023 energy of saying hello to me, of greeting myself, of looking for a place and a space to honor my journey and honor other people's journeys and do that collectively in community. And we did that together, like all last year for a whole year. We created this thing called Hello Me, and we were, writing emails and putting out video content and making YouTube videos. And that I just want to acknowledge. It's been probably one of the great blessings of 2022 has been able to be to get to play with Hello Me with you and get to know me even more and allow all of me to be seen and witnessed and celebrated by someone else. So yeah, I just want to celebrate us and you for what we chose this past year.
Yes, same. I'm so grateful, Christine, that you brought Hello Me to the table, to me, invited me to be part of that with you. It started at the beginning of the year of getting over myself. And I just feel like I'm in such a different place with myself right now. And it was a whirlwind of a year, for both of us, and for, me learning. Like I went on an adventure. Like, I don't know, how much we shared with the Hello Me program, but even to the public, we didn't share as much. And I went on a whole adventure, and now I'm in Alaska, and I started the year, in my condo in Bellingham, not even done raising kids yet. And you invited me into this beautiful experience. And every month was just so much growth and awakening. Although I've been doing that my whole life, this just feels different because it kind of led to this place where I'm learning how to just be me without the label or umbrella of the responsibility of being a mom. And one of the greatest contributions of Hello Me, Christine, was you and our relationship and how we have grown to flow with each other. No angst, whatever the ups and downs and the schedules, rolled with it. And our relationship got stronger, and I got to know you even greater. And I'm so incredibly grateful for you. Even before we started this recording, the conversation that we had and how much you contributed to me is just beyond the words that I have to say. So I am so grateful for you and Hello Me and what we've created. The invitation that you offered to me and the saying yes has been life-changing this year. And I agree with you. Like I'm sitting here in the Christmas spirit with, grandkids, and I'm jazzed about that. It's super fun. It's totally different. I've never experienced anything like it. And for me personally, on my own journey, I'm like, what do I want to create for the rest of my life? And coming into a new year is that new beginning.
Yeah.
So I'm also there with you. I'm also after Christmas and after New Year's and after the holidays. And I'm in this place of, what do I want to do for the rest of my life, and jazzed about it.
Yeah, thank you. I know it's so good. This is the whole beautiful thing when we're willing to dive in to get to know ourselves. When we honor ourselves enough to give ourselves the time, and it could show up in a flicker, but give ourselves the time to listen to those little heart tugs, those little voices that pull you into a whole new place. A whole new world is going to show up. And that's what December and January is for me, is celebrating who I was, acknowledging who I am, and unleashing my future me to take me to that which I desire. And I'm grateful that I can do that with you and with all the other amazing people that are part of our community, and who else wants to, contribute to me and my life and your life, and all the ways that we can really build a beautiful humanity together. So have fun, everybody, with wherever you're at with December, because we're growing. Like, if we're alive on this planet, we are to grow. We are like plants. We are to grow. And if you're not growing, maybe it's time to ask some questions. And it's a great season to grow, even in the dead of winter. That's where the seeds get all their nourishment from. So,
And Christine, I want to just really give a shout out to how inspirational you are and how much you inspire me. Like, the new year's coming, and even like a month ago, maybe it was even 2 months ago, you're already creating this whole new thing for 2024 called Soul Space, which is really cool and really exciting. And one of the things that I'm grateful to be able to be your friend and have these conversations with you on screen, off screen, whatever, because you never stop creating, and you never stop looking for that next thing that's going to fill your soul. And it's so inspiring. So before we jazz up an ending to this little video, please, please, please give a little snapshot of this incredible soul space that you're creating.
thanks, Michelle. Woo! Yeah. So again, like I'm getting better. I'm pretty good at it, but I'm getting better all the time of listening to my heart moments and my soul and my inner truth or inner story. And so this Hello Me journey and all the ways that that's contributed to me in my life and your life and many others, I've been in reflection of where my soul and my energetic capacities want to go and be and shine a light on. And it started with Kindness Matters. It started with this dream I'd shared with you about, that really, it's like we're a candle, like this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Like, everyone has this inner spark and this light of them. And kindness amplifies that inner spark. And I know this last chunk of time in the world has been really crazy and painful, and there's been wars in the world and a lot of people hurting. And I think it's easy to go into this place of, well, who am I to actually change something on the other side of the world? And I know that kindness can change that, even if it's right here with your neighbor or right here with the people at your dinner table. That kindness matters, and kindness is an ingredient for the transformation of the planet. And that's where it started for me, was this deep inner knowing of the power of kindness. And then I just kind of dialed in and went, it's more than that. So that created Soul Space. And so Soul Space is going to be this beautiful, that beautiful breath space where, if people are interested, you can join in to this community of breath, of soul, of sacred, of tending. And it's not like a personal growth and wellness program. You don't have to go through modules and learn something and get check marked off, completed. This is showing up, getting to be able to experience kindness practices, develop your own kindness practices, experience deep soul tending moments. And I know a lot about that. Like, it's like sometimes we forget all the years that we've gone through to know everything that we know. But I've lived in many places around the world, and I've studied with many amazing people, and I know a lot about soul and space and spirit and tending and honoring people. And I'm desiring that. Like, I love personal growth and development. And for me, I value community and connection so much. I want to connect with people that want to connect with their soul and want to let their soul shine, so that how they do kindness can change their lives and change the world. And it's going to be fun. And there's going to be amazing people that hop in and join and share their own capacities with soul tending and soul space. And it will be like you are held in the hands of the cosmos, and we'll all shine brighter. And so I really hope people want to come and play with that. So stay tuned for some soul space.
It sounds like a delicious gift for yourself over the holidays, to look forward to joining this beautiful space.
Yeah.
Connecting with people. I mean, connecting with yourself, they tell you when you're in an airplane and it's going down, you put the oxygen mask on first, and we forget to take care of ourselves first so that our cup is full and we can give to others. You got to fill your cup, get connected to yourself, your soul, and then the overflow is for everyone else. Even like a person like me, who's a huge contributor, I have to do a lot of soul care
Absolutely.
before I can contribute outward, or I just get depleted and what I'm contributing isn't as much of a gift as it could be.
Yeah. And we all get, I mean, this is a whole other conversation, but it's easy. I could do what's easy. And what's easy would be to not do that, to not do soul space, to not do kindness matters, to not run those programs, but to do the programs I've always done, to offer the same things I've always done, to do my soul coaching thing, to run my private counseling and coaching and VIP, personal growth and development program. But then I'm not growing. And everything changes all the time. And everyone who's watching this, like, you have capacities. There are capacities in people. When you unlock your kindness in the way that you are, everything grows better. And it means you have to do it differently. Because it's like farming. You can't farm the same crop in the same land in the same way all the time, or the crop will go dry. Like, the land needs to be replenished, and replenish the landscape of you through your heart space and through your soul song. And it's not a church thing. It's not a God thing. It's whatever soul is for you. And if that is a God thing, well, bring it. But it's not that. It's the essence and the being and the soul space of you. And I don't think people are doing that. You know, there's so much out there. Oh my God, like my inbox is full of every other program I could buy that's going to make me $1 million if I just sell this thing. Like, you don't have to sell anything to be more valuable than $1 million. You have to be the brilliance of your soul. And that requires some space and some kind of, yeah, it's really yummy.
Yeah, absolutely. And just you brought that up. I'm so curious how many people, and like say something in the comments if you're watching this, how many people are also opening their inbox? I am opening their inbox and going, wow, like everything's about sales and money and sales and money. Whether like it's not even just my inbox, like Instagram, you know, I don't get on Facebook, but yeah, Instagram and TikTok, and it's just ads and ads and sales and sales. And there's a part of me that's like, oh, well, it's a holiday time, but I don't think it's just a holiday time anymore. I think we've just moved into this space of that. And I don't know about everybody who's watching, but I'm missing connection and soul. I want to really know when I log into Instagram how my friends are doing, what's going on for them without being sold something. Tell me what you think.
For reals. For reals. Yeah.
So, holidays, connect with your soul, find a way to fill your cup before you join whatever it is that you're doing for the holidays. So you can go in and be all of you, be fresh, have the energy, and be able to navigate whatever your situations are with the most amount of love and joy from your soul. Thank you, Christine, for inviting us all to the space of soul.
You're so welcome. Add some good chocolate in there and you're good to go.
Well, I mean, from your space, knowing you and your family, a really good meal.
Yes.
Sharing some good food.
Yeah, have fun getting nourished in all the ways it feels good for you guys. And blessings to Michelle and your family. Thank you so much.
And you too. Thank you, Christine.
See you on the flip side. Let us know what you love. Bye.
Bye.